So in this series, we're basically going to take a look at the basics of React within Meteor. Now, in the Meteor for Everyone series before, it was sort of encompassing what was covered in the Meteor and React for Everyone series, as well as the intermediate Meteor series. So I covered routing and stuff like that. This is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to break it up into two separate series this time. So we're going to have sort of the basic Meteor and React for Everyone, which we'll be doing in this video series, and we're going to have the intermediate, which is going to follow the intermediate Meteor series more closely rather than sort of trying to do it all in one. So to get started here, we first need to install Meteor on our computer if you have not done that. What you need to do is come and head to meteor.com and click the Install Now button. This is going to take you to an installation instructions page. You'll notice that the current version of filming this video is 1.4. We're going to be covering that, all the new stuff that came within 1.3 and 1.4. And we're going to be talking about the Meteor developer group recommended approach of using React within Meteor. So we're going to be doing containers, and we're going to be grabbing the data directly from Meteor inside of a container itself. This is going to be different from the approach that we used in the Meteor and React for Everyone series previously, where we used Tracker React. Now the reason is these packages like Tracker React, they get created, they're great, they make things nice and easy. I still use it on projects. However, if it doesn't get updated, doesn't get maintained, it just sort of sits there. And there are issues out for Tracker React, things that need to be fixed, and you don't know if those things are ever going to get fixed. So in this process, we want to take the recommended approach that Meteor Developer Group has laid out for us. So let's go ahead and install Meteor. We want to do so with the OS X Linux. If you're on OS X, you can just do so by simply copying this curl command, or on Windows, you can click download the installer and install it via that. Now for my command line, I'm going to be using iterm2. This is actually a beta version, which is why mine looks like this. And the colors and the sort of shell interaction I'm using is called Fish Shell. I have a video in the Level Up Tips playlist that shows you how to install and set up Fish Shell. Fish Shell offers a ton of awesome auto completion and theming features overall, along with plugins that you just don't get with Bash. Now you could get these things a little bit better with ZSH, which is another shell that I've used before, but Fish is a really nice modern shell, so if you like the way this looks and functions, check out those videos. So what we want to do is paste in So I'm going to clear the screen here, and what we want to do, copy this curl command, paste it in here, and as you can see, it's going to install Meteor. Now it says it's removing my existing installation. If you already have Meteor installed, obviously you don't need to do this. It's not going to hurt anything by reinstalling Meteor here, but as you can see, it's just downloading and reinstalling Meteor. If you don't have it installed, it will install it for the very first time. So let's just wait for this to download and install, and let's get started with creating our application. Okay, it's going to ask for your password. I'm going to my password, enter, and now you can see here that it gives you some get started instructions. Now Meteor doesn't offer a way right now to start a React Meteor project out of the box, and that's a-okay because I mean, we don't really need to keep any of the stuff that you get other than the Meteor file when you create a project. I'm going to change directory into my sites folder where I keep all of my sites, and I'm going to go ahead and create a new application. Now we're going to be making a voting application. I figured that would be relevant to the current situation that we're in, where we have an election in the United States coming up here. I know you're sick of election stuff, but a general voting app seems like a pretty cool idea. We already made this app in the Meteor for Everyone 1.4 series, so I figured it would be nice to keep things cohesive there. So let's go ahead and inside of the directory where you keep your websites, it doesn't matter where, we can go ahead and type Meteor create, and I'm going to call this voting app, and then I'm just going to say React. I'm using camel case here, where you'll notice the first letter is undercase, where I have uppercase and then uppercase for each word after that. You can do that if you'd like. You don't have to. And I'm going to hit enter. Okay, as you can see, it's created our folder. So let's cd and then voting app React to make sure that we're in the project. Now from the root of our project, we can just type Meteor. It's that simple, and we can hit enter. As you can see, it started up our MongoDB. We didn't have to install anything like that. We didn't have to install anything really other than Meteor, and that's one of the strengths of Meteor. Even though it uses these other technologies like MongoDB and Node and stuff like that, all we have to do is have Meteor installed, and it's sort of self-contained. So because we installed Meteor and we ran the Meteor command, it started up everything for us and got us an app up and running at localhost port 3000. If we head to our localhost :3000, you can see a welcome to Meteor. I'm going to enlarge this here, and as you can see, you can click this button and then you can see it's been pressed these many times. Okay, so in the next video, what we're going to do is talk a little bit about Meteor overall. I'm going to show you the files, the platform that it comes with. We're going to delete a whole bunch of stuff, and we're just going to talk about what Meteor gives you out of the box. So as always, this is Scott with Level Up Tutorials. If you would like to watch this entire series, head over to store.leveluptutorials.com and become a pro, or purchase this series outright and get access to all of the videos, not just the introductory videos of this updated series on Meteor and React. Now, that's not to say that there won't be more free content. The free videos will continue to be produced and completed on Level Up Tutorials, in addition to these updated paid series. So as always, this is Scott with Level Up Tutorials. If you have any questions or comments, leave a comment on the video or hit me up at Facebook or Twitter, pretty much anywhere. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.